Hey everyone, so we're continuing with notes today. Today's lesson goal 122, find the 5-number summary of data. And the only good thing about this is it's nothing new. We're just kind of putting stuff together now. I know the last set of notes was the quartiles. That's in this one, okay? So there's not a lot of explaining. It's just, hey, this is how we put it all together. Okay, so if you look, there is the 5-number summary. There are basically 5 numbers we need to look for. The minimum, right? Let's say Q1. The median is also 1. Q3, and then the maximum. Okay, so I kind of highlighted different parts of the 5-number summary, just so we can focus on those. Okay, but again, look through the list. You need to remember the minimum is talking about the smallest number in the set. The maximum is talking about the biggest number in the set. Median, we've been working with this guy. Okay, and then again, the last set of notes dealt with Q1, Q2, and Q3. So these aren't, if they're new, you need to go back and do the last notes. Okay. So at this point, pause it so you can finish copying it. I'm going to move down to do the examples. So these are the 2 examples for this section of notes. Again, writing the numbers in order from least to greatest is probably the, I don't know, it's the most challenging part of the assignment, because if you mess that up, it's going to mess everything else up. Okay, so I suggest when you do that, make sure you go through and cancel these as you're writing them down. So if you look, there's 40 and 42. I think I'll be okay if I write it here, if I skip a line. Also, it looks like there's a 46 and a 48. Right, number 40s go to 50, 51, 55. I know there's more 50s. Okay, 58. And then jump to the 60s. There's a 66, 67, 68, 69, 66, 67, 68, 69, 66, and then just count them just to verify that you wrote them all down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. I like 11 because I know if you count my nose, if you include my nose as a number, there's 5 here and 5 here. This is where the middle is. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The 6th number is the middle. So if I go through and pick out the 6th number, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That guy's the middle number, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over here, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over here, right? And the middle number is Q2. Remember, that's the median. Okay, 55. You know what? I should have found the minimum and the maximum first, only because they're easiest. Remember, the minimum is 40. It's the lowest number. And then the maximum is 69 because it's the highest number or the biggest number. I should have probably started with that. I'll definitely start with that down here. I just got so used to the last set of notes with the quartiles. So I found the middle one there. So then again, remember from the last set of notes, whenever you're going to find Q1 and Q2, Q1 is the middle of the lower set of numbers. So I'm going to cover up where my middle is. And I know this is the lower half of my numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I know this is in the middle because there's 2 over here and there's 2 over here. So that's my Q1. Okay. That's 46. And then to find the upper half, again I'm going to cover this because it's the middle, right? So now this is my upper half basically. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I know my Q3 is here. So that's 67, right? And those are the 5 numbers. That's the 5 number summary. Minimum, Q1, Q2, Q3, maximum. Okay. Okay. Make sure you copy that. This one was easy because we can pick out a middle number. Sometimes we can't pick out a middle number. We'll see that in the next list. Okay. But then we just add and divide, so that's not too bad. But let's go here and put this guy in order. Looks like 74 and 79. Then we got an 84, a 92, and a 99. Then we jump into the hundreds. 105, 122, 128, and 131. And again, count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Again, so let's pick out the minimum and the maximum. Those are the easy ones to figure out. The minimum is the smallest number. The maximum is the biggest number. Okay, and you guys, everybody should be able to do that. Put it in order, pick out the small one, pick out the big one. And then also now we're going to pick out the middle number. Because there's 9 of these, I know the 5th one is the middle number. Because now there's 1, 2, 3, 4 over here and 1, 2, 3, 4 over here. So the middle number is quartile 1. Quartile 2, I mean. Okay. Remember, quartile 2 is the median. 99. And then to figure out what the middle one is over here, again, I'm going to cover this guy. So this is my lower half of the set. The middle would be there. So take 79, add it to 84, and divide it by 2. When you add those, you get 163 divided by 2. When you divide by 2, you get 81.5. Okay, so that is your Q1. And again, sometimes you do get decimals. Okay, that is just because I got a decimal there doesn't mean it's incorrect, or if you get one, don't freak out. It's correct. And now I'm going to cover up the lower half of the set and just look at the upper half and say, okay, well, this one is the middle number, or the middle number is in between these two, right? It's in between 122 and 128 because there's 2 over here and there's 2 over here, so the middle is there. So when you add these, 122 plus 128, add 122 and 128, you get 250. 250 divided by 2 is 125. So this is Q3. Okay, and that again, that is the 5-number summary of the data. And we are going to put this together. I think we'll practice this for 2 days, but then we're going to put it all together and make a diagram using these. Okay, so pause it if you need to finish, rewind it if you need to finish. I'm going to stop so we can work on the assignment.